Hello, you're watching The Luna Show. This is part two of Icon Dray Ebony. The House of Ebony. What do you think about the House of Ebony?
Do I have to
Because
think?
you guys have been around for 30 years? Over
I've
30
been
years?
1983. We've been out since 1983. You said, what do I think about the House of Ebony?
Yeah. What's
So I gotta think about the House of Ebony right now. Nah, them my babies. Let me tell you, when I became an Ebony in '83, it was a criteria. You had to be a major hustler, major money maker. Okay, I was a draft, because that I was. Okay, um, and the house was a very strong house. Very strong. You had every element of the ballroom strong coming out the house. You had other houses that had strength like that, like the House of Milan. Then you had houses like the House of Riches. The House of Revlon was another strong one that came out of the House of Ebony. Okay, and the house, the other houses might have had strong members that were strong contestants. But I'm talking about a house that was strong together. Okay, and it took a lot of tactics of people doing certain things in order to try to break us down, in order to split us up. Okay, but the problem is that they didn't break me down, because I was going to stand there tall and make sure, you know what I'm saying, a difference was made. I went through a very rough stage in the House of Ebony where I had lost a lot of things and didn't know my direction up until I started working here. Okay, and that's when I started knowing my purpose, and my purpose was for this house to actually be a staple and a role model house. Being that y'all want to be a role model house for being all gangster, well, my job is to make us a role model house for showing not that we just gangster, because a bunch of, I ain't gonna say crazy, just you know what I'm saying, gully people that's very academically inclined. In other words, the mindset and intelligence and everything in the house is astronomical. You'd be surprised how intelligent some of them kids that run around as rough as they are. You know, and I'm one of them. So, you know, I'm quite sure people probably depict me to be one thing, as in me being who I really am. You know, the House of Ebony, I'm in the process of really pulling it inside out. I got some very prominent members that work strong with me to do it. We got a young generation that's kind of hard-headed right now, but we was hard-headed too. So if you can remember you being hard-headed, then you can understand how to deal with them. You know, the house was handed to me. God bless the dead. Richard Ebony on his deathbed asked me, Dre, please don't never let my house die. I said I won't, and that promise got me sitting here right now, because I'm a man of my word. And I fight with that so much, because anytime, believe me, it's been times where I'm like, I can't do it no more. And that vision come to me in that hospital, and it gives me that extra push. So I know where the push is coming from, you know, because, you know, the universe is something else, you know, and that force is coming from somewhere to make me be able to move, make me be able to do the things, make me be able to reinvent myself and get an understanding of what need to be. The house was ran like a dictatorship before. Now it's democratic, and the democratic things make me be able to go to school, make me be able to go to the gym, make me be able to do the things I need to do, because I got the manpower. Okay, me trying to do it. Anybody know me? I try to do everything on my own, but I'm about to drive myself crazy. You know, and right now I'm in a very good space. Very good space. Like, I give all my grace to God. I say that a lot, because that's where it comes from. But pretty much a lot of houses.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah, a lot of houses came out of the House of Ebony. And at one time, this is so funny how you change your chain of thought in life. I used to be kind of bitter, like, why they leaving me? Not realizing you are actually pushing out some bona fide leadership coming from out of your nucleus, man. What's wrong with you? And let's be realistic. You got a tree that's a bark in the ground, deeply rooted. You got branches, right? Those branches, you know, a strong wind might knock that branch to smithereens. That bark of that tree, it takes an extra push to knock that bark, you know. By the grace, I got Jay Blonick working with me on the Iconic Council. I got Stewart working with me on Iconic Council. I got, you know what I'm saying, people that was, because Stewart is back at Ebony now, at the moment, you know. And I got so many of those leaders that branched off to reunite with me and say, okay, let's roll our sleeves up because our visions is the same right now. Jay Blonick, we really been working on some things, you know. About the scene, looking for the scene to have some more protocol, some more structure to it. Looking at the fact that everybody says, you gotta come to New York to be recognized as a legend. Okay, you came to New York, now what? Now who gonna recognize you? Don't, if you really look at it, don't you think that people might be thinking, well, you need to be recognized by the pioneers from New York, but you're scattered around. You got you got Stewart, you got Andre in Atlanta, you got me here, you got, you know what I'm saying, people all over the place. So I figured, let me pull those people together and let me form a Iconic Council, okay? And the Iconic Council doesn't consist of just icons. It consists of people with iconic thought. Okay, so you got a structural planning committee, you got a prevention planning committee, you got a commentators committee, you got a realness committee. All those committees that's going to come together, so all the things like statuses, it'll be a certain time when statuses will be given once a year, and this is a work in progress. Okay, statuses will be given once a year, and a commentator and people from the realness department can actually come and say, I recommend such and such, we think he's ready. And it's done in a ceremony, where the ceremony is not a ball ceremony. The ceremony is actually a sit-down auditorium setting where awards are presented, and when the awards are presented, I'm saying you have a finale where maybe the performance kids collectively from different houses do a performance and stuff like that. Actually give these kids something to look forward to being a part of, okay? And then also, you can't ask these kids to respect us as icons and legends if we're not respecting each other. My era, if Paris walked in here right now, it's the utmost respect. I'll never, ever, and we never disrespected the Avises and the Parises and the Dorians and the Peppers. No disrespect to them, never. This era is so disrespectful, but then if I listen to the lady upstairs and how her daughter talked to her, in society it's the same thing. So it's just a time. It's the state of of the era of time that we're in right now that we're dealing with. It's not just the ballroom community. A lot of times people get concentrated, you know what I'm saying, on the ballroom community. But look out what's going on outside too, because it's the same things going on. You know what I'm saying? Just a different body, just a different dynamic. You know. But the Iconic Council would also have epicenters. Okay, I'm back to that. I could skip all around and bring you right back. Okay, it has epicenters that in each region, the epicenter will be comprised of the alliances from the different houses and that meet up in the different regions or the different states. And these are the people that we would have to give tracking systems together, where rather than it being word of mouth, track each ball. This is your job, to go to the ball, and you got this tracking paper, and you put them wins down. So when people are eligible for up to years and all that and everything, it's done the right way. You know, I feel like, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, I know it's going to be hard work, but I'm okay.